You are a systems technician. Your world is one of clean rooms and humming servers. You live on Titan Outpost, a corporate jewel floating in Saturn's haze. It is a lonely, quiet life. But quiet is safe. Lately, the quiet has been broken. Strange energy readings appear on your console. They are faint whispers in the deep cold. Pulses of energy that have no right to be there. They vanish before you can get a good lock. Your supervisor calls them sensor ghosts. He says the cold plays tricks on the equipment. He tells you to recalibrate and move on. You do as you are told. You are a good employee, but you save a copy of the ghost data, just in case. The outpost hums its usual song. Life returns to its predictable rhythm. You almost forget the strange whispers from the dark. Almost. A klaxon shrieks through the corridors. Its harsh sound cuts through the recycled air. It is the habitat breach alarm, an alert that no one ever wants to hear. You watch the frantic messages scroll across your screen. Habitat Module 7 has been compromised. The outer wall failed. The report names the single casualty, Dr. Eris Thorne. He was a senior researcher in star science, one of the Outpost's most brilliant minds. The official story is simple. A micrometeoroid strike. A 1 in a million chance. Unfortunate. Tragic. The Outpost holds a brief memorial service. Words are spoken. Heads are bowed. But the story feels thin. It feels rehearsed. You knew Dr. Thorne. He was meticulous. He checked everything 3 times. He would not have been caught by surprise. You pull up the maintenance logs for his module. It was recently reinforced, strong enough to stop a much larger impact. It makes no sense. Your shift ends. The hum of the station feels different now. It sounds like a secret being kept. You return to your private terminal. You open the file you saved. The ghost data. You run a deep diagnostic on the Outpost's network. You are looking for something that does not belong. Hours pass. Your eyes burn from the screen's glow. Then you see it, tucked away behind layers of corporate encryption. It is a hidden data stream. It pulses with a steady, rhythmic beat, like a heart. You isolate the stream. You try to decode it. The structure is unlike anything you have ever seen. It is complex, elegant. It feels alive. This is no sensor ghost. This is not random noise. It is a signal. And as you watch, it pulses again. A strong, clear spike of information. You cross-reference the timestamp. The pulse occurred at the exact moment of the habitat breach. The exact moment Dr. Thorne died. A cold dread settles in your stomach. This was not an accident. You sit back, your mind racing. This changes everything. The outpost is not as safe as you believed. Someone is hiding something. Something vast and dangerous. You stare at the pulsing data on your screen. You have found the ghost in the machine. Your door chime rings. You nearly jump out of your chair. It is Supervisor Jansen, your boss. His face on the small screen looks tired and scared. He wants to see you. Now you meet him in his sterile office. The corporate logos on the wall seem to mock you. Johnson gets straight to the point. He knows you have been digging into the network logs. He knows you found the hidden data stream. Delete it, he says. His voice is a low command. It's a corrupted file, a remnant from an old system test. It's meaningless. But you see the lie in his eyes. You see the fear. This is no simple glitch. He tells you your curiosity is unprofessional. He says it can be dangerous on a remote outpost. He reminds you of your contract with GeoCorp. He reminds you of your duty. His words are a stern warning, a threat wrapped in corporate jargon. Some things are above your pay grade, he finishes. Forget what you saw. Run a system wipe. That's an order? You nod slowly. You tell him you understand. But as you leave his office, you know you will do no such thing. His fear has confirmed your suspicion. You are closer to the truth than you ever imagined. Your shift is over. The rest of the outpost settles into its quiet night cycle. But for you, the work is just beginning. You cannot use the main network. Jansen will be watching. You have to work in secret. You use a private, isolated terminal, one you built yourself from spare parts. A little project for boring evenings. It is your only safe place now. You load the ghost signal into its memory. You spend hours staring at the code. It is not a language of words. It is a language of pure mathematics. Complex equations scroll past. Geometrical patterns bloom and fade. It is beautiful, and it is deeply alien. You feel like a child trying to read a master's textbook. You work through the night. The station is silent around you. It is just you and the signal from the void. You start to see patterns, repeating sequences. It is a message, and you are beginning to learn its grammar. You may not be a brilliant researcher like Dr. Thorne, but you are a very good systems tech. You know how patterns work. You compile a list of every major incident on the outpost, every malfunction, every unfortunate accident over the past year. There have been more than you remembered. A power conduit failure, a nutrient paste recall, a docking clamp malfunction that nearly sheared a cargo ship in half. Each event was explained away. Each was filed as a closed case. GeoCorp is very good at paperwork. It is also very good at making problems disappear. You begin to cross-reference the incidents with the Ghost Signal's activity log. Your blood runs cold. It is not a coincidence. Every single station accident lines up perfectly with a signal spike. A surge of alien data. The docking clamp failure. The power conduit blowout. The habitat breach that killed Dr. Thorne. They were not malfunctions. They were controlled events. Someone or something is manipulating the outpost's systems. It is turning this sanctuary into a weapon. The accidents are not random acts of chaos. They are precise, targeted strikes. The signal is not just a message. It is the trigger. And you realize, with a growing horror, that another spike is overdue. You need help. You cannot do this alone. You are just a tech. You need access. You need to get into places you are not allowed to go. There is only one person on this entire rock you might be able to trust. A cargo pilot named Jax. Jax is a freelancer. He flies supplies between the moons of Saturn. He is not a GeoCorp employee. He has a healthy disrespect for authority, and he owes you a favor. You once overlooked some undeclared cargo in his hold. A few bottles of real Earth whiskey. You find him in the mess hall. He is nursing a cup of synthetic coffee. He looks bored. You sit down across from him. You keep your voice low. You tell him you are in trouble. You tell him you have found something big, something the corporation wants to keep buried. He listens, his eyes never leaving yours. He does not interrupt. When you finish, he leans back. A corporate conspiracy, he says, a slow grin spreading across his face. On this boring chunk of ice? I'm almost impressed. You are not sure if he is joking. He asks you what you need. You tell him. You need access to the secure manifests. You need to see what GeoCorp is really shipping in and out. You need a key to the station's restricted levels. He shakes his head. That's not a small ask, techie. That's a one-way ticket to a labor colony. You just look at him. You let the silence hang in the air. He sighs. All right, fine. But you owe me more than whiskey for this one. He is a nervous ally, but he is an ally. Jax is as good as his word. A few hours later, a data packet arrives on your private terminal. It contains security overrides, access codes for the entire station, even the levels you did not know existed, including Sub-Level 3. Sub-Level 3 is not on any official station schematic. It is a ghost floor, a place that does not exist. According to Jax, it is listed on the manifests as long-term geological storage. A very boring name for a very secret place. You know that is where you need to go. You wait until the middle of the deepest night cycle. You slip out of your quarters. The corridors are empty. The only sound is the quiet hum of life support. Your heart pounds in your chest. Every shadow looks like a security patrol. Every camera feels like an eye watching you. You reach the elevator. You override the control panel. The door opens to a car that has not been used in years. Dust covers the floor. You descend. The ride is silent. Too silent. The elevator stops with a soft chime. The doors open. You are in Sub-Level 3. The air here is cold. Colder than the rest of the station. The lights are dim, casting long shadows. And the hum is gone. The space is shielded from all internal scans. This lab is a black site, hidden in plain sight. You walk through the dark space. You see workbenches covered in strange tools. Control panels display the same alien mathematics from the signal. And in the center of the room, you see what they are building. It is massive. A ring of polished, unknown metal. It hangs suspended in a powerful magnetic field. Wires and conduits snake from it, connecting to the station's main power core. GeoCorp is building something from the signal. You find the main research terminal. It is not locked. The people who worked here must have felt very secure. Or they left in a hurry. You access the project files. The name of the project is Gateway. Your breath catches in your throat. You read through the research logs. The notes from Dr. Thorne are everywhere. He was the lead scientist. The signal was not a weapon. It was a blueprint for a transport device, a gateway to somewhere else. It was humanity's first contact, a message from an unknown intelligence. They sent us a gift, a way to travel the stars without ships. But GeoCorp did not see a gift. They saw a patent, a monopoly on faster-than-light travel. They saw profit, but they were arrogant. They did not fully understand the mathematics. Their copy of the device is flawed. Dr. Thorne saw the danger. His logs are filled with warnings. He wrote that the energy requirements were unstable. He said their flawed equation could create a singularity, an uncontrolled black hole. He begged the Outpost director to stop. He threatened to go public. And then there was an unfortunate accident. GeoCorp did not just kill him. They silenced him. The Gateway prototype is a ticking bomb, and it is wired into the heart of the entire Outpost. Suddenly, a new alert flashes on the terminal screen. An Outpost-wide security warning. It has your face on it, your name. It labels you a saboteur. It accuses you of espionage against GeoCorp. It says you are armed and dangerous. Johnson did not just warn you. He has declared war on you. An alarm begins to blare throughout the sublevel. Red lights flash, heavy blast doors begin to slam shut. They are locking you in. Number. They are not locking you in. They are trying to contain what is about to happen here. Security forces are now hunting you through the corridors. You are the hunter and the hunted. You cannot go back the way you came. You have to find another way out. The gateway in the center of the room begins to hum, a low, deep thrum that you feel in your bones. The lights flicker violently. The air crackles with energy. The flawed equation is collapsing. The gateway prototype is losing containment. The metal ring glows with a blinding white light. Small arcs of energy lash out, striking the walls. The magnetic field sputters. The entire structure groans. It threatens to tear the entire outpost apart. You have to get to the core. You have to stop it. You race through the corridors of the hidden lab. Sparks rain down from the ceiling. The floor plates shake beneath your feet. The outpost is screaming its death agony. You dodge falling debris. You leap over fractured pipes, venting superheated steam. This is a race against the meltdown. You burst through a final doorway. You are on a gantry overlooking the gateway. The sight steals your breath. The air around the ring is bending. Light and reality twist around its frame. Through the shimmering distortion, you do not see the lab wall. You see stars. So many stars. A vision of space unbound. Saturn's pale light shines through the cracks in reality. You see the alien structure with your own eyes. It is terrifying, and it is beautiful. You are not alone on the gantry. Director Evans stands near the core control console. He is the Outpost director, a man with a neat suit and a cold heart. He watches the unfolding cataclysm with a look of triumph. He is not trying to stop it. He is watching his victory lap. He turns to you. There is no surprise on his face, only annoyance. "You," he says. His voice is calm, too calm. The persistent little technician, "You have caused me a great deal of trouble." Security guards flank him. Their weapons are aimed at your chest. You have reached the confrontation at the core. "Oh, Gert, you have to shut it down," you shout over the noise. "It's going to destroy the whole station." He just smiles, a thin, cruel smile. "Destruction is part of creation," he says. Dr. Thorne was a coward. He lacked vision. He will sacrifice everyone for his discovery. He believes this is his legacy, his gateway to immortality. You look at the gateway. Then you look at the control console. You see the flawed equation burning on the screen. It is a mess of patched code and bad assumptions. A monument to human arrogance. The director believes he is unlocking the secrets of the universe. In reality, he just found a new way to break things, and he's rather proud of himself. The guards take a step forward. You have nowhere to run. The director turns back to his gateway. He is ready for his moment of glory. But you see it. An access panel near the console. A maintenance port. He is a director. He is not a tech. He does not know his own systems. You make a choice. The director wants to own the stars. You just want to save the people you live with. He thinks the choice is to destroy the machine or let it kill you all. But you see a third option. This is humanity's true first contact. It deserves better than this. You lunge for the maintenance port. The guards are caught by surprise. You rip the panel open. You do not try to destroy the strange machine. You connect your personal data slate to the core. You bypass the director's console. You correct its flawed equation with a human touch. The alien mathematics flows into your mind. It is overwhelming, but you see the error. The single, elegant mistake that GeoCorp made. They tried to force it, to contain it. But the signal was not about containment. It was about harmony. You rewrite the code. You do not shut it down. You tune it. The violent shaking stops. The screaming alarms fall silent. The blinding light from the gateway softens. It shifts from a burning white to a gentle, pulsing blue. The structure stabilizes. The warped space around it smooths out. The vision of distant stars becomes clear. A perfect, stable window to another world. The gateway is no longer a weapon. It is a bridge. It sends a new signal outward. A clean, corrected echo of the original message. An answer. You have done it. You have saved the outpost. You have saved everyone. Director Evans stares at you. His face is a mask of disbelief and fury. The guards are frozen, unsure what to do. The gateway hums with a quiet, peaceful energy. You have no idea what comes next. The original builders of the gateway now know you are here, and they know you are listening. You await your fate, awaiting your judgment as a hero or a traitor. But for the first time in a long time, the outpost is truly quiet, and you are not afraid.